believe in ghosts? I didn't used to, until I experienced something that I simply couldn't explain. It was a dark and stormy night, and I was staying at an old bed and breakfast in the countryside. The place had a creepy vibe, but I brushed it off as my imagination getting the best of me. However, as the night went on, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I couldn't sleep, so I decided to take a walk around the grounds. As I wandered through the gardens, I saw a figure standing in the shadows. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but as I got closer, I could see that it was a woman in a tattered white dress. She was staring right at me, and I felt a chill run down my spine. I called out to her, but she didn't respond. Instead, she started to slowly drift towards me. I turned and ran back to the bed and breakfast, but when I looked back, she was gone. I tried to tell myself that I was just tired and seeing things, but the memory haunted me all night long. The next morning, I asked the owner of the bed and breakfast about the woman in the white dress. To my horror, she told me that the property used to be a hospital during the Civil War, and that a young woman had died there under mysterious circumstances. People claim to have seen her ghost wandering the grounds, wearing the same tattered white dress that I had seen. I couldn't believe it. Had I really seen a ghost? The experience shook me to my core, and I couldn't wait to leave that place behind. I've never been able to shake the feeling of unease that I felt that night, and I still wonder if I truly came face to face with the supernatural. So the next time you find yourself in an old, creepy place, keep an eye out for things that go bump in the night. You never know what you might encounter, and some stories are better left untold. The terrifying encounter with the real life monster in my room. It was a night like any other. As darkness enveloped my room, little did I know an unimaginable horror lurked within the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This is the chilling tale of the night I came face to face with a real-life monster in my room. As the moon cast a faint glow through my window, a sense of unease filled the air. Suddenly, an eerie scratching sound broke the silence. Intensifying my growing anxiety, I mustered the courage to investigate the noise. Slowly inching towards my bedroom door, heart pounding like a drum, what I encountered next shattered my perception of reality. As the door creaked open, I saw a shadowy figure hunched over in the corner, the moonlight barely illuminated its grotesque form, revealing sharp claws and an unnerving, elongated face with glowing eyes. Frozen in terror, I could feel this monstrous creature's malevolent stare. Panic consumed me as its low growl reverberated through the room, sending shivers down my spine. The monster's presence felt tangible, sinister and utterly real. It was a creature born from the deepest nightmares, now dwelling among the four walls that was supposed to offer solace. Desperate to escape this waking nightmare, I reached for the light switch, praying it would illuminate the room and banish the abomination that loomed before me. Yet as the light flickered on, I found my worst fears confirmed. The monster was still there, unyielding and undeterred by the brightness that should have cast it away. Trembling with fear, I clutched my bedsheet, finding brief respite within my cocoon of fabric. But my sanctuary was short-lived. As the monster advanced with unnatural speed, its elongated limbs stretching towards me, its jagged teeth gnashed in anticipation of its ghastly feast. Determined to survive this nightmarish ordeal, I summoned all the courage within me. I lunged towards the door, desperate to escape the monster's clutches. My heart raced as adrenaline surged through my veins, propelling me further away from the terrifying menace that had invaded my sacred space. Clambering down the stairs, my breath came in ragged gasps. My mind raced, trying to comprehend the true nature of the monstrous entity that had haunted my room. Had it been a figment of my imagination, or a manifestation of fears long suppressed? From that harrowing night forward, I vowed to leave no stone unturned in my pursuit of the truth behind the monster's existence. Armed with my courage, curiosity, and a burning desire for answers. I embarked on a journey to uncover the mystery that had shaken the very foundations of my reality. Unknown to me at that moment, this encounter with the real-life monster in my room would reshape my perception of reality forever. The horrifying presence would serve as a catalyst, propelling me into a realm where the line between the supernatural and the ordinary blur, and where the true depths of darkness reside. Beware, for the monsters that haunt our dreams can materialize in the living world, lurking within the depths of our darkest fears, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike and forever alter our perception of reality. In a secluded village nestled deep within the woods, there stood an old abandoned house that cast a shadow of fear over the townspeople. The house was rumored to be haunted by the vengeful spirit of a woman named Eliza, who had met a tragic end within its walls many decades ago. It was a moonless night when a group of daring teenagers decided to test their courage and explore the forsaken house. Gathering at the edge of the forest, their hearts pounded with excitement and trepidation as they stared at the looming silhouette of the decrepit building. As they made their way through the overgrown garden towards the house, a cold wind whispered through the trees, sending shivers down their spines. Pushing the front door gingerly, it groaned open, revealing a dark and foreboding interior illuminated only by the faint glow of their flashlights. The air inside was thick with dust and the scent of decay, and the floorboards creaked beneath their hesitant footsteps. Strange symbols and markings adorned the walls, hinting at a darker history that lay hidden within the house's walls. With each step, a sense of unease settled over the group. Whispers seemed to dance on the edge of their hearing, and shadows flickered in the corners of their vision. Suddenly, a piercing scream shattered the silence as one of the teenagers pointed a trembling finger towards the end of the hallway. There, bathed in an otherworldly glow, stood the ghostly figure of a woman in a tattered white gown. Her eyes were empty sockets, yet they seemed to bore into the souls of the intruders with a malevolent intent. Panic seized the group as they turned to flee, but the doors slammed shut with a resounding boom, trapping them inside with the vengeful spirit. The temperature plummeted, and a chilling mist filled the air as Eliza's spectral form floated towards them, emitting an anguished wail that echoed through the house. Desperation clawed at their hearts as they frantically searched for an escape, their screams blending with the ghostly cries that filled the haunted halls. Just when all hope seemed lost, a blinding light erupted from the darkness, engulfing the ghostly figure and banishing her back into the shadows from whence she came. Gasping for breath and hearts pounding in their chests, the teenagers found themselves standing outside the house, the night air cool against their sweat-drenched skin. They exchanged bewildered glances, unsure if what they had experienced was real or a shared nightmare. As they made their way back through the forest, the distant howl of a lone wolf seemed to carry a whisper of warning, a reminder of the dark secrets that lurked within the abandoned house, and the price of tempting fate. From that night on, the legend of the haunted house grew even stronger, a cautionary tale passed down through generations as a chilling reminder of the consequences of meddling with the spirits of the past.